Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Fummeee. If you're new here, you're absolutely welcome. Now on today's video, we're going to be making my favorite snacks at the moment, fish roll. So we're going to be making Nigerian fish roll in our recipe for today. So to start with, we need to just get a pot or a saucepan, put in your fish. I'm using Titus fish in this recipe. I believe you can use any fish that's available to you. And then we're going to add in our salt. I added Maggi, so 1 cube of Maggi. Then we're going to add 2 teaspoons of pepper and salt to taste. So after that, we're just going to mix it a little bit. We don't need to add water because we're not really going to be cooking it for a long time. We just want to put it on the heat just so that it absorbs all our spices. So maybe a tablespoon of water if you really feel uncomfortable about putting it on the heat like that. Chopped onion, and then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of curry as well. After that, our sauce is done and we're just going to debone it and then let it rest. So deboning means you take out all the bone before you let it rest and just chill. And now we're going to go into making our dough. So to make the dough, you need 500 gram flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, half teaspoon of salt, 1 egg, 2 tablespoons of margarine, 2 teaspoons of yeast, 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavor, which is what I used, 1 cup of water, and 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. Remembering that our margarine is melted margarine, just to give you the desired result. Guys, when we are adding the water, even though the recipe calls for 1 cup of water, we have to add the water a bit at a time so that we do not add too much water. So you can add just little by little till you feel you have gotten your desired consistency, but try not to add anything over 1 cup because then I feel it will be too much water for the recipe. Guys, this snack has been one of my favorite snack and pastry for the longest time. I remember there was a time I used to have this lady that used to prepare it every day, and so every day she would prepare it. I will wait, they would call me as soon as it was ready, and I would drive all the way to her shop to go and pick it up, or have my friend help me buy it and pick it up later. But then, right now we are on the P of there's rice at home, there's rice at home, and in trying to be cautious of what I eat, because you can't just be eating anywhere. Even though what I was eating was not that bad, I just lately have been trying to eat as healthy as possible and to know what I eat and guard what I eat. So I try to make whatever I eat in my house or just somewhere that this season I have been making different snacks for my kids, and this fish roll has been a bang back to back. Like, they're always asking for it, and I was like, you know what, I should share that recipe with you guys. And so that's where we are right now. So after that, we're just going to let our dough rest for a little bit, and then after 10-20 minutes our dough is well rested, we're just going to put it on the table, add a little bit of flour the table, knead out your dough a little bit, and then start to cut them into portion sizes. Remembering that we're using yeast for this recipe, so you don't want to make it too thick. So when you're rolling it out, make sure you roll it out really thin, because when you start to fry, yeast always rises up like puff. So if you roll it out too thick, thinking that you would like it to be very juicy, you end up with fish roll that is very, very thick. Unless that's what you're going for, then yeah, that's the way to do it. So after we roll it out, I'm going to cut out little triangles because I like that shape for fish rolls. I feel like I like my fish rolls to look different from meat pies and egg rolls and all of that. So after rolling it out, I'm going to cut it into the shape of a triangle. Remember the fish sauce we made at the beginning? Yeah, now it's time for us to use it. So we've cut out our triangle, and then we're going to line the top of the triangle, that's the widest part of the triangle, with our fish sauce. And after doing that, we're going to use our egg. This is the point where we need the egg. Yeah, I know some people would have been wondering, Fummeee, the recipe called for egg, you've not used the egg. Now we've gotten to the point where we need the egg. So we're just going to put our fish at the tip. That's the widest part of our dough, and then we're going to apply our egg wash to the tip of the triangle and start to roll it. So what that egg does is it helps to seal the dough and seal the snack, so that when we are frying, everything doesn't just burst out and burst open. So we're just going to add as generous as you possibly can, but then bear in mind that you need your salt. But then bear in mind that you need it to cover as well. So if you want it to be if you want to add a lot of fish, then make sure that you make your wrapping as big as possible. So we're just going to line it and just wet the edges, and then we're going to roll it out as easy as neatly. Now we're going to take our pan. We had already preheated our pan, and we just need it to be hot enough to fry, and then we're going to add our dough one at a time and just leave them, making sure that when we add it, we need to make sure that there is enough space, because like I told you, is a yeast dough, so it's going to still rise. So we don't want to overcrowd the pan so that it doesn't soak too much oil, and then it also has enough space and time to rise. So just fry it a little bit and then we'll be done, guys. This is our finished product. Like I said, I absolutely love fish roll, and then I personally love this recipe because it's very crunchy, very delicious, very yummy. Thank you guys so much for watching. Guys, if you're watching this video and you haven't, please don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment. Should I wait for you to do that? Yeah, let's just have 2 seconds for you to subscribe and like this video. It helps the YouTube algorithm send this video to people that actually need it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.